Our guest on Caribbeana today is Donna Christensen, and she is from the Virgin Islands. As a matter of fact, she's speaking to me from the Virgin Islands. Welcome to our program, Donna.
Thank you. It's great to be with you.
Yeah, it's been a long time we haven't spoken, you know. Uh,
Yes, very long time.
right, right. The Virgin Islands seems to get forgotten. Would you say so? I mean, amongst
Oh my goodness.
Caribbean,
Puerto Rico looms so large over us that when things happen to both of us, you hear about Puerto Rico and you don't hear about us.
right,
Um, and yeah, but we're fighting our way through all of that.
right, right.
We're doing, the federal government has been good to us in this administration, so we're, doing
Right,
well.
right. All right. So let's start. Tell people a bit about yourself. What do you do? You're a senator from the Virgin Islands.
No, I was a member of the U.S. House of Representatives.
Okay.
I served for 9 terms, that's 18 years, and I retired in 2015.
Right.
So since then, I've been serving on a number of boards, all of them health related. You might remember I'm a family physician. So
Yes.
I did not go back into practice,
Right.
but I still do a lot of work, health related work actually,
Right.
on several boards. And then I started my own institute, not a nonprofit called the Christensen Institute for Community Health and Empowerment.
Yes.
And it's designed to work with communities to help them address some of the social determinants of health, which includes health, access to good health, but
Yes.
healthcare, but all of the other social determinants, whether it's environmental or and you're usually working in neighborhoods that are of low income, so you try to make sure that they have all of their needs met.
Yes. Yes. Well, but see, it seems to be an item taken for granted, especially by Caribbean people. Would you say so?
Which
The question of health, maintaining
uh,
proper health.
I, I can't say that because I've been involved with so many Caribbean health entities, like um, the one that dealt with AIDS that I can't remember the name of it right now. Yeah, but they were doing a really good job at addressing AIDS in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And the public health, the Caribbean Public Health Association, I've attended some of their meetings. They have meetings every year in different parts of the Caribbean.
Right.
And we've actually, when I was back in the day when we were trying to get the Global Fund, PEPFAR, and those kind of things extended to the Caribbean,
Yes.
uh, we also we've had meetings here in St. Croix actually with health ministers from the different Caribbean. So I parts of the Caribbean. So I wouldn't say that it's being neglected, but the chronic diseases are kind of what has taken hold, although now we have these infections that seem to come out of nowhere like COVID. But
Right.
yeah, but it's a strain on I think a lot of the our neighbors.
Right.
A
Well,
strain on us.
as people are growing older, do you see more attention being paid to healthcare?
Yes, I think we're looking at it a little differently because we have a lot of people who are living longer, and most of them will have at least one chronic disease, at
Right.
least one.
Right.
And yes, and so um, we're lucky that we have agencies like AARP. Our Department of Human Services has a whole section devoted to seniors,
Right.
and we we, ha we have Medicare and Medicaid, although Medicaid is not as um, big as it is in the States. It doesn't cover um, everyone who is at the poverty level, but we have a cap here, Puerto Rico, and all of the territories, which we've been trying to lift. But yes, we realize that yeah, our senior population is growing and they need attention, and so I hope I'm saying the truth when I say we're making sure they get it.
Right. Right. Well,
Yeah.
CPAC is celebrating 19 years. Um, uh, I mean, how do you see that? Where did these 19 years go?
I know, but yep, and we're heading next year. We'll have a big celebration at 20 at our 20-year anniversary. But they've it's to be around for 19 years, a
Yeah.
lot of organizations don't quite make that.
Yes, yes.
So there's a lot of strength in the leadership, the founding members who have patrons who have stayed with us um, all the way through and given us support and advice. Dr. Golda Downer, who's been the president forever.
Right, right.
Um, yes, and so they've worked very hard to make sure that CPAC continue to be here and a agent of assistance to our Caribbean community. And of course, we support um, those who are running for office it's mainly focused on the DC, Maryland, Virginia
Yes.
um, corridor. So yes, we celebrate them. We normally don't go into the federal, but with Angela also Brooks running from
From
Maryland, who
Sarasota.
has been a big supporter of CPAC, who attends many of these luncheons. Um, we felt we always ask our membership who would they support
Right, right.
out of the two people running, and they voted to support her. So we don't support the federal people financially, but we do in the case of some of the local
Right.
people who are running.
What's what's the mood you would say, um, especially as we prepare for elections coming up with Kamala Prasad Bisesa, I'm sorry, Harris.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I can understand.
Right.
But yeah, I know for me it's anxiety. Uh, um, so we're just working hard. There is a Caribbean organization. I've attended one of their meetings about a week ago.
Uh-huh.
Um, that's Caribbean for Kamala.
Right.
They were really late a part of the organization supporting the town meeting that um, Oprah had with the vice president.
Yes.
So she didn't name them, but they were part of that event as well.
Right. Right.
So yeah, we're working really hard, but I mean, the president is the former president is out there with him and his vice president, and you know,
Right. Right.
we just hope that we can.
Pull the truth,
And
man.
I'm saying this as me, Donna, okay?
Right. Right.
Because CPAC is nonpartisan.
Yes,
CPAC has
I
stay
agree.
nonpartisan, and we support people regardless of party.
Right.
If our members vote for them, but yeah. But I think there's a bit of anxiety, but there's a lot of pride
Right. Right.
from the Caribbean people to
Right.
have a Caribbean woman
Right.
running for the highest office in the country.
Right. Right. Right.
Yes, so there's a lot of pride in that.
Yeah. 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 Now, the youth, young people, what exists um, amongst the group to foster and to give them more sense of awareness or take them in arms? Are there any tools that you're applying to use?
There are a couple, and we're probably going to get into that as we plan for the coming year. Um, I have gone to several universities and spoken to Caribbean students, so we're trying to track and see, and that was years ago, to see
Yes.
that the universities around here have associations of students from the Caribbean and make contact with them. We always um, try to invite students to the people that are on our committee, our membership. We always encourage them to bring young people, and hopefully we'll be able to start a list of some of the young people that we can begin to reach out to, because we do need to hear from them, and we need to hear about their challenges and their successes
Right, right.
here. And we've had some panels, and on most of the panels, we've had a young person um, there. The last one was a couple of years ago, though. It was the title was, "Is it wrap or roti skin?"
Right, right.
And it really was focusing on people who have moved here or who were born to Caribbean parents,
Right.
but born in the United States, and how do they connect to the place that their parents were from, or how do they connect to the place that they were from,
Right.
and how the assimilation has been. We've done work on immigration.
Right.
I think I sent you one of our most recent press releases about the issue in Springfield, Ohio, and how that is
Yes.
being
Right.
dealt with by um, the, the
The
former
community.
president and his
Right.
running mate.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
find that really a horrible use of politics to demonize people who are actually there legally. They keep insisting
Right.
they're
Right.
illegal,
Right.
who are there legally and really helping that community
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
because they were they needed people to work in some of their companies and so forth, and so
Yes.
they really helped the economy and have assimilated very well
Yes.
until this happened. But
Right.
hopefully, those are the things that create anxiety, and a lot of the people who follow the Trump train of thought on that particular issue won't know who's a Haitian and who's not a Haitian.
Yes.
So it puts everybody at risk.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
everybody black anyway.
Right. 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 Well, listen, anything you'd like to add to leave us with?
Well, yeah, I'd like to just tell you about a little about our program. It's the luncheon again honors the founding patrons. So we'll be recognizing two that have passed away, and I was trying to get the name for you. I don't have it. I will probably end up texting it to you.
Right.
But we have our guest speaker, our keynote speaker is Hannibal, who goes by Mike Ware,
Right.
who is the Inspector General at the Small Business Administration. He's a great speaker. And even though he can't be political, he's going to be a very entertaining speaker
Yeah.
and share a lot with us because many of our the people who patronize the luncheon are small business people.
Yes. Yes.
They
Yes.
are small business people, and he's taking on some other challenges as Inspector General. So hopefully he'll tell us some about that too. He likes a challenge, but he's a
Right.
very engaging speaker. Um, he won't be talking politics. We'll have Delegate Regina Boyce from the Maryland House of Delegates. She's the vice chair of the Environment and Transportation Committee in the House of Delegates, and we we want her to speak more to the need for us to be very politically active and not just vote, but really help to get the vote out
Right. Right. Right.
in the upcoming election, regardless of who you're voting for. Just make sure you come out
Okay.
and vote your interest.
Okay.
I usually say just vote your interest and you'll
What's
do
your
the right
interest?
thing.
Right. Right.
Um,
And the date of
yes,
the luncheon is?
October 19th.
Okay.
It is at the Hotel Silver Spring. I think it used to be a Hilton. It's on Colesville
Road.
Road,
Yes.
and it's from noon until 3 o'clock.
Okay.
We will have the lunch has always been delightful, and we will have auction items and raffle items.
Right.
Kojo Nambi, we're very fortunate that he has agreed to be our MC.
Right.
So we're looking forward to a really interesting, engaging, and fun activity as we recognize our founding patrons.
Right. Thank you. Listen, thank you so much, Donna, and we want to appreciate your work and your continued work and the work of CPAC.
Yes,
It's so necessary in our community now. Yeah.
it is, and it's been an honor to be a part and to be their current president.
All right. Well, I've been speaking with Donna Christensen, and she is a member of CPAC, a former member of House of Delegates, and
Former Congresswoman.
former congresswoman.
Yes.
And so, just put your walking shoes and pockets and head on to the luncheon. This is Von Martin. Caribbeana continues.